Okay, hello and welcome. We are doing a sacred water ceremony today in honor of Jupiter and Pisces. I'm here with several of my friends. I've got Doris here and Lupe here with me in Baja California, Mexico. And I've got my friend Diane in the city I used to live in, San Diego. And CS, I'm not sure where you're from, but go ahead and write in the chat or let us know where you're from if you want to. And basically, what we do every time is we sing in the archangels because I need help. It can't just be like me. I gotta call in the archangels to help me with everything that I do. And Portal Journeys meet here every Monday at right now it's at 2, so it's like a weekly free thing that I offer based on what's going on. So I'm going to share my screen right now and pull up the handout.
To the east.
And here it is. You guys see the handout? All right, thank you. So this is what we're doing. Okay. We're in the middle of co-creating with the archangels. Next week we're going to go to Archangel Raziel with a Z, but we had to stop and do this sacred water ceremony because this Jupiter Neptune meeting in Pisces is a once in a lifetime experience. Now, every 13 years, Jupiter goes and finds Neptune wherever Neptune happens to be hiding in the zodiac, but them actually meeting in the spiritual, watery, boundaryless, dreamy Pisces is not, you know, not usual. It's 100. The last time they did that, it was 166 years. Um, so here we are. We are about to do a ceremony, and we are going to call in these 7 archangels. So here we go. I'm facing east first, and east for me is over here. So figure out where east is for you, and we're going to sing in these archangels. Spirits of the East, air and inspiration, Archangel Raphael, please come. Spirits of the South, fiery creative spirits, Archangel Michael, please come. Spirits of the West, watery loving spirits, Archangel Gabriel, please come. Spirits of the North, earth clearing spirits, Archangel Uriel, please come. Spirits of below, mother of potentiality, Archangel Sandalphon, please come. Spirits of above, Baba sky perspective change, Archangel Raziel, please come. Spirits of within, heart space gifts, Archangel Samuel, please come. Okay, and now we are going to. Oh, hello! How are you? We finally get to see you. We are now going to clear the 7 main chakras, starting with the root chakra. And the sounds here are lam, yam, ram, yam, hum, om, and om. So we're going to be doing this. Okay, here we go. I'm playing the harmonium over here. Lam, 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 lam. Lam, 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 lam. Lam, 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 lam. Yam, yam, Okay, so that was good. I felt my crown chakra opening up on that one, which is good because that's what we want when we're about ready to talk to the archetypal energies in Jupiter and Neptune. So that'll be interesting. So we've got this. And what I usually do is I pull a card and put it on the soul portal map. And so today I pulled this card, which is, you probably can't see it very well, so I'm going to hold it up here. My cup of living water. So what's happening right now in the sky is Jupiter, the planet of expansion, is meeting with Neptune, the planet of spirituality and dreams and illusion. And when they get together, if you are able to receive the energy, then it's a good idea. For me, I like it to fill my cup. So for me, this is the energy of Jupiter and Neptune, and they're filling my cup of water in Pisces. So this is a time when there could be a lot of inspiration, there could be a lot of spiritual downloads, there could be a lot of that kind of thing going on. You pay attention to your dreams. The dreams are probably more vibrant right now if you think about them before you get up, or you even go to the step of writing them down. There's just like a whole energy inspiration download that we're going through, and we can save all of this for a rainy day. We can save this for times when we're not feeling very inspired, and we can go back in our journal and go, wait a minute, I had a whole bunch of inspiration during the month of April in 2022 when Jupiter and Neptune were meeting each other. And tomorrow is like the climax of the whole thing. They go exact. They're going to be on the same exact degree in Pisces. So I put this on my soul portal map under the position of inspiration, because that's kind of where we're at right now with these two planets meeting in the sky in the sign of Pisces. So that's why this is the time to do a sacred water ceremony, this is the time when we're cooking in water, when we're moving through water.
Which one did you put it on, Renee?
I put it right here, Lupe, inspiration.
Inspiration. Okay, yeah.
Okay. I could have put it in perspective change, but I've gotten downloads before. If this is like your first download and you've never gotten information from the universe before, it might be to change to think, oh my gosh, you mean I can actually get information, raining down on me from the heavens? Yeah, you can. So,
Renee?
Yeah, go ahead.
What time you said it's tomorrow? What's the time, the exact time that they're going to?
Okay, there are going to be people watching this from different places, and so it's going to be different in different places. But for Baja California, Mexico, especially in the Rosarita area where most of us are right now, and San Diego, it's going to be 8:06 in the morning is the exact moment.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so
are we supposed to do something?
What, Lupe?
Are we supposed to do something at 8 o'clock? Wake up and look at it. What?
You can put some sacred water drops in your water and drink it very mindfully and say, thank you, Jupiter and Neptune. And I'll give you some other things to do besides
All right.
Okay. So you guys will be good. You guys will be good to go. But the energy, these are such big planets and they move so slowly that when they're about to approach an exact position, you can feel the energy. So I've been feeling the energies for about a week now, but then I'm super sensitive to what Jupiter feels like and what Neptune feels like. And you guys may never have tried to connect with Jupiter or Neptune or any of the planets. Maybe you've never connected with the moon. I don't know. Maybe you've never, who has connected with the energy of the moon? Anybody? Okay. So yeah, so you're not used to it. So this is a time to kind of be aware and kind of wake up to, okay, I can connect to these big planets, these big teacher planets. So one of the things we look at is Palladian Earth energy astrology, and another thing we look at is the Palladian Earth energy calendar, because every day has its own energy signature. Okay, we're in a different energy, and we move through Earth energies, 20 different Earth energies, and we move through them in a spiral pattern. Every 20 days, we start back over with being. We start with being, go through all of these, end up in enlightening, and come back to being. And it's just a spiral of earth energies that we move around, and we get to know them because they're stronger on the days that we have them. So, what is today's energy? It's self regulating energy, and it's north facing. So north facing is very strength oriented, and north, and so self-regulating energy is just knowing and being able to take care of ourselves, and knowing when we need to, what we need to do. And this person on the rock knew that they made it up the rock, so they're of course going to do a yoga pose. But it's just it's kind of like, okay, what do I need? Do I need to drink more water? Do I need to eat more vegetables? Do I need to move more? Do I need to do yoga? Do I need to do tai chi? What do I need to be doing to help self-regulate, to help keep me from craving all this, crazy food, and just be able to move instead of getting stuck sitting in the same spot working on my computer all day. So self-regulating energy has higher and lower frequencies, and the lower frequency of it is if you notice you're in confusion, you get to go, oh, okay, I'm going to step out of confusion and into stepping into competency and the ability to make hard choices. So if you've got a hard choice that you're coming up against, something that you're thinking about doing that you're not sure, today is the day to step out of any confusion you're feeling about any major choices in your life, and to just go, I have the competency and the ability to make these hard choices forward in my life in the way that I am being shown over and over again that I must do. So that's self-regulating energy. We also, at the same time, have a spiral of universal energies. So there's 13 of those. And so a lot of times we kind of have the same energy hitting, every 13 days, because we have a different 20 and then we have 13, and they rarely line up so that we can hear all of solutions. Somebody needs to get muted. So if you're hearing that scratching, it's because I'm going to try to mute. Yeah, thank you. Thank you guys for muting. Okay, so we've got universal energies, starting with initiating and ending with completing. So we're initiating energies and completing energies, and then we go back around to initiating energies, because the end is in the beginning and the beginning is in the end. So today we're in this really gorgeous energy that's really perfect for the meditation and the ceremony that we're about to do, and that is harmonizing energy. So you can ask yourself this question in your meditation: what are you harmonizing? And it's a 9 energy, so it's like a completion of a cycle energy. So there's a lot of completions of cycles in this universal energy. And today's harmonizing energy, I think for me, it looks like this. It's very balanced. It doesn't look like this would be able to balance 2 stones on it, but it is. So it's bringing harmony on all levels, not just physically being able to be in harmony, but also, all the aspects of our lives being able to be in harmony. And being able to harmonize different parts of ourselves and being able to integrate those parts. So we're under an umbrella of earth energy, and that umbrella is devotion. So every 13 days we start a new evolutionary guidance cycle. And last week we were also in devotion. Next week we won't be. We'll be in a new one. But in devoting energy as an evolutionary guidance, it's a period of peaceful energies offering success for those who work together, honoring their loyalty to their truth rather than their own personal agendas. So this is like, okay, this is not, there's nothing wrong with being selfish. We have to take care of ourselves and we have to think what's best for us. But devoting ourselves and our energy and our intentions to the truth rather than like an agenda that we have to control anything is kind of the direction that this devoting energy is going to. So let's see. So what we're doing today um, is that, did anybody bring flowers? Anybody bring flowers? It's okay if you didn't. I just want to know. Anybody bring flowers?
I did.
Nice,
Yes.
I did. Woohoo! Okay.
Yeah.
So
I've got flowers. Hi, Renee.
here's Annabelle. Okay, Annabelle,
Yeah, fine.
it's like 6 in the morning. She's in Australia. So thank you
Hi, Annabelle.
for really with us and being with us, Annabelle. Okay, so we are, if you've got flowers, great. If you don't cry about it. We're going to be okay. And then, does anybody have something they wanted to read or sing? Okay, then I'm going to help you create something to read or sing. And then, did everybody have a glass of water? So everybody needs a glass of water that they can drink, not like go out and get water out of the ocean or something. So this is water that you can drink. And if you have anything that's going to sanctify the water, I've got Chalice Wells water. So I put a couple of drops of Chalice Wells water in my water. If you know any Reiki, you can put Reiki symbols in your water. Okay. So now you've sanctified your water. So that's going to be important because that's part of this ceremony. We're going to be drinking sanctified water. So let's see. I've got some flowers behind me. And that's actually where I like to put flowers. I like to put flowers behind me. I have flowers behind me when I'm working because to me what flowers are like I'm celebrating myself. So I'm going to pick up one of my flowers. Okay, so I've got a flower here. Okay. So I'm smelling this flower and this flower is giving me the essence of itself. So if you have a flower, or if you don't have a flower, just remember the scent of your favorite flower as we're doing this. Rose has an essence, a fragrance, an aroma that reveals its essence. And so sometimes if you associate a flower with someone, then you can take in the aroma and go, oh, wow, I bet this person is with me. They love red roses. Okay. So feeling the essence of this and then wondering, okay, so I can feel the essence of a rose. And once you feel the essence of something, then it's easier to feel the essence of yourself. Okay. And it's easier to feel, okay, well, what is my essence? Because we continually expand, grow, and change and flow. Okay, so we keep rediscovering our essence of who we are, and we become more and more and more and more aware of that. And that's that fact that we grow and change and expand is the influence of the planet Jupiter. And the planet Jupiter is one of the planets that we are celebrating in the sacred water ceremony. So let me tell you some other things. This was kind of a beautiful picture that reminds me of the Jupiter Neptune conjunction in Pisces. And this is what it looks like as far as the astrology goes. We've got red lines that are our challenges, and those are energies that we need to integrate and resolve. And then we've got these beautiful blue lines, and there's a lot of blue lines happening here in this chart, which is just telling us, okay, these are energies that are helping us. But you see that tomorrow here in Rosarita Beach, it's at 8:06:37 a.m. These two planets are exactly the same degree, 23 degrees in Pisces, 23 degrees 58 minutes in Pisces. And Venus is just popped into Pisces last week. So we've got 3 planets in Pisces tomorrow that we're all celebrating. And at that hour, the ascendant changes a lot during the day, but they're in this very grounded earth place. And this is a time when we can take action on this watery, boundaryless, dreamy, hopeful, what is my hope, what is my dream for the future energy that we want to try to access and figure out during this time period, so that we can continue to move forward with that energy, with our dreams, making our dreams real. We've got Aries, which is fiery and helps us out. And then we've got all of this Taurus energy in the first house, all this earth energy that's going to help us really create the dreams that got started and ignited during this Pisces period right now. So when we embody astrology, if we want to think, well, where are the planets in my chakra system? So Jupiter is the crown chakra, and I was noticing earlier that my crown chakra really opened when we were singing in and clearing with the vibrational frequencies with the Om. I could really feel my crown chakra clear, and that's like a gateway to spirit. And then Neptune is like the higher heart, so it's up here by the thymus, and that's like the grail of love, and we'll talk more about that in a second. And then Pisces, the body part that relates to Pisces in embodied astrology is the feet and our connection to the earth. So we can have all of this amazing Jupiter crown chakra energy and this gorgeous broken open heart wisdom energy from the high heart of Neptune and this incredibly intense spirituality and visionary quality. And then we can totally ground it in Pisces. So that's the idea. So if you haven't written anything for this is an opportunity right now to think of what you might want to creatively come up with for Jupiter or Neptune. So here is, this is Linda Bird. She's an astrologer, and she has a poem for Jupiter. Jupiter expands, Neptune opens to spirit, Pisces awakens. So haikus are 5 syllables, then 7 syllables, and then 5 syllables. And so she kind of, in a nutshell, said kind of this is what's happening right now. Another haiku she created for this conjunction is, when they're together, anything is possible, chaos or magic. So we're looking at, because sometimes people can fall into delusion if they're not discerning over what they're receiving. And this one, we are light beings. Everything is energy connecting to source. So in terms of everything is energy. So Jupiter is energy, Neptune is energy, we are energy, and we can, because of this strong influence, bring those two together in the wateriness of the boundarylessness of Pisces. And so I said, oh, well, I'm going to make a haiku for this thing too. So this is my haiku that I'm going to read in the ceremony, which is, my cup of sacred water flows in tides of telepathy, merging in light language. That's some of this stuff that's been coming to me during this last few days of really intense Jupiter Pisces energy conjoining. So those are things that I want to be continuing to work on as we move forward in the year. But we're going to, for a couple days after this conjunction, we're going to be feeling this. So you guys can be writing haikus right now for this ceremony. And if you want more information on Jupiter, here's some more information on who is Jupiter. Jupiter is glory. Jupiter is triumph. Jupiter is those crowning moments, those like amazing, amazing moments in our lives. Jupiter is like the kingdom of heaven. Jupiter is like joy and laughter and joviality, which is just even like fun, joy, laughter. I think we've got joy, we've got laughter, and then we've got the combination of joy and laughter, which is joviality. So you can think about all of those things. Jupiter is also benevolence. Jupiter is also, besides expanding and benevolence, it's abundance. Jupiter is abundance. And so we can have an abundance of flowers around us and behind us. And here is Neptune. So you can do a haiku for Neptune. You can do one that combines them both. You can do one that's different for each one. But Neptune has to do with unity and oneness. So if you've been hearing people say, oh, we're all one, and you go, I don't know what this person's talking about, or what do you mean we're all one? This is a perfect time of connecting to Neptune to really feel what that is, not just, oh, I heard that, it's in my brain, it must be true because this person I follow said it. Well, experience it for yourself. This is a perfect time to be open to being able to experience a sense of unity, a sense of oneness, because it's the Neptune energy is all about that. Neptune is also a watery planet. It's the planet of the ocean. Ethereal spirit. Okay, so it can just be really, the energy of it can just be really transparent. An imaginal soul. Okay, so we're not dealing with so much the physical 3D reality as we are with what is within our imaginal realm within us. So really, Neptune is with us when we look deep within our own hearts and we start to learn the language of our heart instead of just the language we learned to develop our mind in school. And there's nothing wrong with the mind. There's nothing wrong with analyzing. It's just the mind is our servant. And right now, especially with Neptune, we're focusing on the imaginal soul level. We're really, really thinking of transcendence with Jupiter. So those are all ideas for you as you come up with a haiku. Here's some more ideas for you if you know the tarot. We have Jupiter as the wheel of fortune, moving cycles and cycles and cycles. And sometimes the cycles are like, oh, I'm moving up. And sometimes the cycles are like, oh, I'm moving down. And and of course, we like the ones moving up that seem to be moving up much better than the cycles that seem to be moving down. And yet, it may not always be so horrible. Like, the cycles that are moving up. Oh, I'm progressing and I'm getting a promotion in my career, and then you can see, oh well, I'm getting ready to retire, and you can kind of feel the spiral going down, or maybe you feel some of the feelings of aging, and you're like, oh no, this is a downward spiral. No, doesn't have to be. You can do Rose's yoga class, like some of us from Baja on this call do yoga for women in their wisdom years. That's what I want to call it. And also move up, if we can consider that we are moving up in our wisdom. We are gathering more and more wisdom as we move through the cycle of the wheel of fortune. We don't have to think of it as oh my gosh, my balance is terrible. We can be, do our due diligence to keep that together, but really our wisdom is expanding in later life. So Hanged Man is the tarot card that relates to Neptune, and it is a energy of 12, and the Wheel of Fortune was an energy of 10. And you can kind of see the gold around this one's head, and that just shows that he's in a transcending place and he's in a new perspective. So he's hanging by his foot, and he's got his head upside down, and so he's thinking in new and different ways, and that's Neptune. And if you have a Neptune conjunction coming in through your natal chart, boom, you're gonna, it kind of feels like this. And then Pisces, the fact Pisces is the moon, and so these two dogs are like howling at the moon. But the moon is sending down all of this inspiration and all of this energy to us. And this is what we're trying to collect in the cup that I was talking about, the card I pulled earlier. We're trying to collect all of this energy from the moon right now and all of this energy from Neptune and Jupiter that's in the sky right now. We're collecting that energy, and the moon is more than happy to rain down on us. And anytime you see a full moon, that's a good time to connect with the moon. Anytime you go outside and see the moon in whatever phase it's in, it's a good time to connect with the moon. And the more that we connect with the energies of the planets, the more that we can take advantage of really special times when these planets, like line up in like this amazing space every 166 years. I mean, yeah, 6 years. So we're about to go into the ceremony, but I want them, if who now has a haiku or something that they can read during the ceremony. I'm going to stop sharing for a second. Does who now has something that they can read during the ceremony? Anybody? Annabelle does. Anybody else? And there's Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. Okay, so this is pretty cool. Okay, so we've got 3 countries right now. We've got Annabelle in Australia. We've got Cheryl and Diane in the United States. Diane's in California and Cheryl is in Colorado. And then we've got Montes, right? I'm mispronouncing it. I'm sorry. Anyway, she's in Mexico. I'm not sure she's still in the Rosarita area or she moved. Okay, so
I'm in the Rosarito area. Yeah.
Yeah, you're still in Rosarita.
Yeah, still here.
So yeah, so Montes is in the Rosarita area, so is Doris, and so is Lupus. So we got it covered. Okay, so we're doing this sacred water ceremony for a lot of people, and I want to. This is another card that I pulled in the last couple of days, and this is the Holy Grail card, and we're going to be talking about the Grail. This is a Neptunian thing where people were out. If you know the Arthurian legend with Arthur and the Round Table, you know that this is the Grail. They were searching for the Holy Grail. Okay, and the Grail is kind of like we've got living water moving through us. So this Grail, we're going to talk about in terms of the chakras having different grails. So the sacral chakra is like the womb chakra, and we're going to be putting the Holy Grail in that chakra. Okay, so that's kind of one of the places we're going with this energy in this ceremony. So Annabelle has something to read. Anybody else have something they want to read during the ceremony?
I do, Renee.
Okay, great. Okay, so we've got a couple people ready to go. And if you have your journal, that would be good too. Okay. All right, so everybody can put your feet on the ground. Make sure you have your water, sacred water next to you that you've already made it sacred. And we're just going to be having a beautiful, beautiful, a beautiful sense of opening to the energies of Neptune, the energies of Jupiter. So as you're inhaling from the ground with your feet, your Pisces feet, it's like you're bringing in all of the ground and all of the groundwater with it. As you bring that energy of the earth up your feet, up your legs, and into your body, into your sacral chakra, which is your belly. And now you're going to exhale that out the top of your head. And now you're going to inhale from the crown chakra. And it's like Jupiter energy hitting your crown chakra. And then you're going down into your high heart and hitting the Neptunian energy. And then you're going to exhale that energy out the bottom of your feet, letting go of anything that seems like an illusion or a delusion or anything that you don't want. Now, in your left hand, you're going to be placing Jupiter energy. So all the things you think of when you think of Jupiter, when you think of expansion, when you think of benevolence and abundance and being the king, being the crown, being the crowning moment, you just allow all of that energy to flow, just flow like those little petals on the moon, or flow like those beautiful scents of flowers flowing into your hand. All of the Jupiter energy, all of that kingly emperor type energy moving into your hand, and that's your Jupiter energy. And you're holding that hand open as you also now hold open your right hand, which is now filling with Neptunian energy. So it's Neptunian energy, that's spirituality and dreams and hope and otherworldliness and mysticism. You know, all of those beautiful, watery, fluid, flowing, incredibly, incredibly mystical energies of Neptune. And now be aware that you have energies in your left hand and energies in your right hand. And carefully, carefully move your hands so that you are placing the Jupiter energy in your belly, your sacral chakra. And now you're taking your Neptunian energies and putting it over your other hand so that the Jupiter and the Neptune energies can commingle, co-join. You're just feeling these two energies in your sacral chakra moving, moving, moving. The two energies moving together in your sacral chakra. And now I want to hold these energies that I felt that were fluid and moving, and my mind couldn't hold them. I want to be able to hold these energies with the holy grail of my sacral chakra. So I am preparing my belly, my womb space. Whether you still have all of the accoutrements to actually give birth or not, you still have a womb space. And you feel this holy grail forming to contain all of this energy, this Jupiter energy, this Neptune energy in this Pisces energy. And as you begin to really feel what this womb energy is, you can ask the question, what is my dream for the world? So you're asking your sacral chakra, you're asking this holy grail that you've planted in your sacral chakra, what is my dream for the world? Okay, so we are still in the mood of ceremony as we come out. We're letting the meditation and the energy stay with us. If you want to write in your journal whatever you received during that meditation, you can. You might have received a color, and that's great. You might have received one word, and that's amazing. You might have received an image, and you may not be clear on what it is yet. That's fine. Whatever you perceived, whatever happened, maybe you felt something in your body. Just go ahead and write down what it was that came to you. Okay, we are writing down what we received in the meditation, and now we are getting ready to state um, something that we want to read for the waters, something we want to read. Maybe we want to heal the oceans. Maybe we want the oceans to be clean. Maybe we want the water inside of our bodies, the 78% of us that's water. Maybe we want to clean and clear that in what we speak and what our intention is. Maybe we really got something that's like our dream for the world and we want to state that in this ceremony. So we've got um, my cup of sacred water flows in tides of telepathy, merging in light language. Okay, so Diane or Annabelle, if you, either of you want to unmute, if you're ready to read what you brought for this sacred water ceremony. Go ahead, Annabelle.
I expand my soul, invite my spirit guides to awaken my true essence with grace. My dream for the world is peace, oneness, and love.
Beautiful, beautiful. All of those Neptune and Jupiter energies, gorgeous. Thank you, Annabelle. And Diane, go ahead.
Okay. It's a time of light and wisdom. The energies connect with love. Be strong, be joy, be in divine oneness, and be magical.
Beautiful. Yes, definitely. That poem is definitely within the Jupiter and Neptune energies. Thank you. Thank you, Diane.
You're welcome.
And Lupe, you're unmuted. Did you want to share or you accidentally unmuted? It's like,
Oh,
okay. Um, anyone else want to share before we move on? Okay. So now we've sanctified our water, and you, so whatever you came up with as your dream for the world, you're going to hold that intention as you drink now. We're going to all drink now our sacred water. And we can feel that water going through us. We can feel that water, that sacred water, merging with us, merging with our bellies. And now we can, with our flowers behind us as celebration for our achievements, we can feel this, these flowers as if they were a wand, as if we are now calling in that yes, this what we called in, what we feel in these Jupiter Neptune moments are real and they're happening all around us, they're happening in our lives, they're happening within us, and we can feel the energy of having of living into what our dream for the world is. And smelling our flower and the essence of that, we can feel our energy and our essence moving into the world. And we can feel a sense of community and connection, a watery unity connection with each other as we move through this sacred space in this sacred water. And we can take a couple of breaths. And as we come back to being aware of our surroundings and where we are, and we can think about, okay, so what is my next step? What is my next step? How do I take other this beautiful sense of oneness, this beautiful sense of love, and this beautiful delicate dream that I have? How can I open my eyes and be with this group of people and say, yes, this is what I've planted. This is what I am expanding into. If anybody would like to share their experience after this, they can unmute if you want to.
Yeah, last night I connected with the moon, and the moon was so bright. It's still only just after half because the full moon will be on Sunday for me anyway. So for you, I think on Saturday. And it is just so bright. And then I went to the river, and really, I could really feel this energy. You know, I've been in a really like a bit of ecstatic energies of just being, and I'm at this point, you know, where I found a home and I can settle. So yeah, anyway, so yeah, it's just that. And this morning I did meditation before coming to the class to just soak in the energy and going in nature.
Yeah, so I recommend that we all do what Annabelle did yesterday and this morning, which is to go to a body of water. Again, for some of us, it's pretty easy to go to the Pacific Ocean. So, for most of the people on this call, people that are watching the replay, think of a body of water that's easy for you to go to tomorrow when these energies are exact. But we can feel them today, and we could feel them yesterday. So they're here, they're with us, and we can take full advantage of them by being aware of the opportunity that we have. And so being in water, putting our feet in the water, if we can't put our feet in the water, then maybe put our hands in the water, or maybe just be aware when we drink water.
Hey, Renee,
Yes, Lupe.
I just went to the doctor today and he says I could take a shower tomorrow. So that's going to be my water. It's been 2 weeks, folks.
Feel the Jupiter Neptune energy in the shower.
I'm going to love it. I'm going to be thinking of you guys.
Okay, good. Awesome. So Annabelle also mentioned that she connected with the moon, which is really good. That's the easiest first planet that's easiest to connect to is the moon. And I think one reason why Annabelle was able to do that is because she teaches moon ceremonies. She teaches full moon, new moon. She has ceremonies. She has groups. She leads these groups of around the moon. And so if we are paying attention, oh, it's full moon. Oh, okay, I'm going to go out and celebrate the moon. Or, oh, it's new moon. It's time for me to create a new wish. That's really, really good when we are aware of what phase the moon is in. So Annabelle, what do you would like to tell us about your moon experience?
Yes, so can I share my really big moon experience, because it really took me somewhere I didn't know I could go. And I'm keep going with that, and I'm really loving it, and it's changing my life. And so one night for the full moon, you know, I had my fire going and I'm dancing, and then the moon, I've got my drum, and then I look at the moon and I go, so moon, tell me, what do I need to do? What's for me, you know? And I don't hate the moon all the time, but that time it was very clear. And he went, you need to write. And I'm like, I don't even write. I don't even write in French. I'm not going to write in English. And like writing is just not my thing. Like I struggle, you see my post, I talk a lot and I won't write a lot. I go straight to the point. There's no like blah, 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 blah forever. Anyway, so I'm like, come on, Moon, this is just not funny. I don't want to write, I don't write. Anyway, I think that was like in July. And then, I don't know. Anyway, later on, I went to this retreat. And at the retreat, I met this lady who publishes book and multi-author book. So she has everybody to come together and write one chapter in the book about your life, whatever was happening. And I went, oh, the moon told me I need to write. So maybe I can do that. Maybe I can do one chapter, that'd be a start. So I did, and I really enjoyed it. It really helped me move on with my life. It was like I put my story together and then I gave it to the world so I can move on and go somewhere else. And that was the beauty of it. It's like when you're journaling and then you move on. So, and then I wrote another little chapter that was published in January with Michael Beckwith and John DeMartini. So that was amazing. It came to me as well. One day this girl said, do you want to write a chapter with these guys? And I'm like, okay. And now there is another, I'm about to actually commit to write another chapter in the book. It's going to be called Warrior of Light.
Beautiful. All right. So you can, when you listen to the moon,
Yes.
You're like, oh, please write a chapter for my book, Annabelle. Oh, please, Annabelle, write a chapter for my book. So yeah, when the moon's on your side, there you go. So thank you, Annabelle, for sharing, and thank you, everybody. I hope you got some value out of this ceremony for being in the energies, being in the sacred waters of these energies. So I'm going to invite you to continue coming to my class. It's every Monday at 2. We're in Aries season right now. Today we're in a first quarter moon at 69%, and we're in Leo. And our meditation question is, what needs adjusting? So if we want to do what Annabelle did and talk to the moon, we can ask the moon what needs adjusting. So these are the dates that both tomorrow and the next day, Tuesday and Wednesday, Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces. April 16th is when we have the full moon in Libra, okay, in 11, almost 12 in the morning Pacific time. This is Pacific time. So Annabelle, it's going to be different for you. It'll probably be April 17th for you, in the middle of the night for you. But April 19th, the sun is going to move into Taurus, and then we can really even ground even more these dreams that we've been feeling and moving into in the Jupiter Neptune Pisces moment. And then we're going to have a new moon in Taurus, which is a partial solar eclipse. So eclipse season is going to be starting, and those are always really powerful new moons. And so being aware of the full moon on the 16th and the new moon on April 30th, beginning your conversations with the moon is a good place to start, talking to the planets so that you can really feel these energies. Next week, we're going to be working with Archangel Raziel. When we sing in the archangels, we always sing in Archangel Raziel from above, and he really helps with spiritual understanding, with angel numbers, and with helping understand, at least I work with him, he helps me understand the energies of numbers, the energies of number combinations, the energies of patterns and coherent light patterns. And so we're going to be looking at a lot of different artists and card deck creators and their different awarenesses of Archangel Raziel next week. The week after that, we're going to be looking at a lot of archangels, and we're just, if you're going to bring your archangel cards, we're going to give and receive messages from the archangels. Everybody's going to at least receive a message. If you want to give one, you can do that too, but bring your angel card deck if you want to do that. Now, I have a really special offer for you guys. So this is almost this. I have a clickable link for you now. Okay, so I know there's a couple people on the replay that have told me they already want this and they already want to buy it. So I've got the link set up for you now. It's right under here. It's reneevarnador.com programs, and you can go in and find out about it, and then you can go into reneevarnador.com plans and pricing if you want to buy this like right now. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to copy this and I'm going to put it in the chat, but then I'm going to come back to what we've got, what we're saying here. Did it go in? Did it go? Come on. Yeah, okay, I put it in twice. So that's in the chat now for you guys, if you're interested. Now, let me tell you, people that don't know me or have never had a class with me before will probably want a free consult first, right? So you get, if you really want to open up the portal to your soul, you really want to see with the eye of the heart, access your own wisdom, your own guidance. Nobody else has the answers for you. You've got it. You've got the divine within. How do you break that open and discern what's there so that you are really speaking your truth, and you know it's your truth? It's not confusion, it's not delusion, it's what you need to be doing next. So living on purpose and moving forward, expanding into more and more of who you are is what this 3-month mini program is about. A lot of people are saying, Renee, you know, it's great, I pop in here and there, but there's gaps, I'm missing some things, and I really would like to sit down with you and have a session so that I can make up some of the gaps. So I came up with 3 videos to help you and a handout to help you. And this price includes 3 individualized sessions, 3 videos, a handout, email access between sessions, really, really good pricing that the sessions are $111 each. And so you can book your consult and say, I don't know if this is right for me. What do you actually do? You know, and we can talk about, okay, what we do as a card reading. We can talk about what an astrology reading for you is. We can talk about individualized meditation. And one of the people I know is going to sign up for this already. She already told me. And she doesn't need to book a consult because she knows me. She knows that she wants it. So she's going to get a whole extra individualized meditation. And so we're just going to throw in an extra individualized meditation for her because she's been coming and she knows me and she's been working with me. So if you want to go in and look at the plans and the pricing, it's all online. I'm like so happy. I have a soulful tech genie that is helping me get all this stuff that's actually online out into the world. And I'm going to be doing a whole break open your wisdom thing in May and inviting people to come in and really, you know, find out what are some things that really help you open your wisdom. And I'm going to be pushing for free consults for the new people. I don't think that the people that have been with me for a long time need that. So I'm telling you right now, before everybody else comes in, that if you don't need a free consult, you get an extra individualized meditation. So this is my opportunity to tell you that. And if you don't know me and you would like to talk about it, I have a calendar link for a wisdom consult. So I'm going to put that in the chat also, if I can. But of course I have to move things around. So this is the consult and those of you watching the replay that are not on Zoom, that cannot get to the chat, obviously, It's in the show notes below the YouTube. You're watching YouTube right now to see the replay. And at the bottom, there are show notes for it. So while you're in there, people watching the YouTube channel, hit the red subscribe button. It really helps me. If I get more subscribers, then more people will find out about this class and this channel. So this is what I feel like I do. I hold the light as you open the portal to your soul and access your deep wisdom. So I'm not telling you what's in there, although it's probably similar to what's inside my deep wisdom, but it's not exactly the same, and you have your own unique wisdom. And the more we all find out what our own unique, beautiful, deep wisdom is, the better off this whole world's going to be if everybody is actually following their own unique path and giving their own unique gifts. So now we're at the point of the class where, it's after 3, but we have time to sing. And if you have time to hang out after and ask me a question, I'm here. So here we go. We're going to sing our song. We'll have our hands open as if I'm holding all of your hands, and we're singing. In this circle of love, in this circle of peace, in this circle of love, in this circle of peace, I feel our unity, love, sweet security. I feel our unity, love, sweet security, in this circle of love, in this circle of peace. Okay, goodbye, everybody. Hope to see you next week. Thank you, thank you.